Defender for the Atari 2600 is a classic arcade port that brings the fast-paced, high-stakes action of the original to the home console. Released in 1981, Defender quickly became one of the most beloved arcade games of its time, and the Atari 2600 version tried its best to capture that frenetic energy, despite the technical limitations of the hardware. The gameplay of Defender on the Atari 2600 remains mostly true to the arcade original. You control a spaceship tasked with defending humanoids from alien attackers. The action is frantic, as waves of enemies descend on the screen, and you must shoot them down while preventing them from abducting the humanoids. The challenge comes from not only fending off these enemies, but also rescuing the humanoids without them getting abducted or killed in the process. The game introduces a sense of urgency and skill, as you'll have to master the controls to be effective in saving the day. The Atari 2600's joystick is functional, though it's far from the precision that Defender's arcade counterpart demands. Moving your ship, firing, and using special abilities like the Smart Bomb are all handled via the joystick, and though it's manageable, it can feel a bit awkward at times, especially during the more hectic moments of the game. The difficulty can also spike quickly, with the game introducing new types of enemies and increasingly complex waves as you progress. Given the Atari 2600's limited graphical capabilities, Defender looks fairly basic, but still captures the essence of the original. The ship and alien designs are simplified, and the backgrounds are sparse, with only a few colors on screen at any given time. The humanoids are represented as basic dots or figures, but their role in the gameplay is still clear. As for the sound, the iconic sound effects from the arcade version are faithfully replicated, though in a more basic form. The laser blasts, explosions, and alarm sounds all add to the tension of the game, even if they lack the richness of the original hardware. The difficulty in Defender ramps up quickly, and the game's fast pace makes it challenging to get very far without serious practice. The variety of enemies and the constant need to keep track of the humanoids, as well as the high-speed action, ensures the game remains engaging for a while. However, like many Atari 2600 games, it's easy to get frustrated when the game becomes too hard, and you may find yourself losing lives quickly. Despite its challenge, Defender offers a lot of replay value, and its combination of fast action and strategic gameplay keeps players coming back for more. High score chasing is always a fun draw, and it's easy to see why the arcade version became a staple in the gaming world. While Defender on the Atari 2600 may not capture all of the nuance and flair of its arcade counterpart, it still offers a fun and challenging experience. The controls are a little clunky, and the graphics are simplistic, but the core gameplay is intact, offering a frantic, action-packed experience that will keep players hooked for hours. If you're a fan of classic shoot-'em-ups or Atari 2600 enthusiasts, Defender is definitely worth a play, but be prepared to invest time in mastering it.